This is the Media Mergers group, and we are three of the moderators on Media Mergers. This is our second attempt to do a YouTube video, and we're hoping this one's going to take. I'm Bree. I'm the host. This will be up on my channel, Bree on the Marquee, which is a film enthusiast channel. And then do you guys want to introduce yourself?
Yes. My name is Falfos. I am one of the moderators, and you can find me on Reddit.
Difficult variety. I rarely call myself that, funnily. But also one of the moderators on Media Mergers.
Yeah, so that's the three of us, and we were just going to discuss some of the topics that have been going on lately in the media industry, beyond the really obvious one. We might discuss that, we might not, depending on if we feel like it, but some other interesting things that we've been covering together the last several months, all of the events that are going.
A lot has happened in the last few months.
Yeah.
Surprisingly more than just skydance.
Yes. One thing I just wanted to say, which has been surreal this week, is I've been to the theater on 3 separate occasions, and each time it has been absolutely packed. I don't know if you guys have been to any movies lately or if that's been your experience, but when people are saying like return to the theaters, it's for real. Like, I took pictures on my meta glasses from the Odyssey theater, and I mean, it was like line out the door, completely sold out. And then last night I saw the Spiderman one, and it was the same thing.
Yes, that film is like doing crazy.
Yeah, I went to Moana yesterday, and there's surprisingly other people in there as well.
Okay, recently yesterday I went to see Toy Story 5, and there was definitely some other people there.
I actually feel, because I actually go to the AMC a lot, and I've actually started being friends with other moviegoers and even some of the people that work there. And I've started
have the pass thing.
Yeah, it's
okay. So that's why you went to see Moana.
Yeah, I didn't have to pay for Moana. I would have done it otherwise. But I'm like starting to feel bad for like the people who work there. Like the Spider-Man people are so filthy, and like they make the people who work there work way too hard.
Oh, I can imagine. That's what we were doing. Like,
it's Spider-Man fans. They're goddamn crazy.
I also got to see the Odyssey in 70mm this summer.
Yeah, the Odyssey was really cool. I'm waiting to see how it works. I think I'm a little more excited about Digger.
Yes, I think Digger is going to be this year's one battle after another. It's not going to do well in the box office, but it's going to get all the acclaim and and nominations. Also, I'm a Tom Cruise fan.
It could do well though, because with this return to movies, I mean, if we've got people seeing Moana live action,
there's like 10 other people in there.
Well, barely. Like, have you seen the box office? Like,
yeah,
it's terrible.
Sony made the Spider-Man movies, but Disney is getting paid on the IP, or what's going on there?
They get 25%.
Yes.
Plus, they put 25% of the budget in, and then they also get a producer fee.
Yeah, well, they also get like 25% of the box office receipts.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they get, of course, like deals, like part of the merch and all of that.
They get all the merch.
Oh, they own full merchandising rights for Spider-Man.
Which is interesting though, because we had posted on the thread about the parks, and interestingly, they cannot use Spider-Man in their parks. I was reading. I don't know if that's still true, but
I think it's like a rights issue with the Universal parks. Like,
yeah, it's the Universal thing.
Yes, which is it's weird. So you've got Sony, Universal, but then they can use it on like Guardians of the Galaxy, because I went on that ride. But they could. I think Disney can do it in their parks in Europe if they wanted to, but they can't do it in their Florida and California parks. And it's
actually they can do California. They can't. It's like this crazy geographic specification to where they cannot do it.
You're right.
east of the Mississippi River.
Which is, and in perpetuity, like those rights were bought like forever. Like, I mean, it was
Marvel
like
was bankrupt at the time.
Yes, but also I'm kind of wondering if Disney might consider like trying to find a way out of this wiggle room thing. Like, I imagine they would want like full rights usage in their parks.
I guess it depends on if Universal continues to decline, right? Because
Universal, they can't do anything to the superhero island. They can't update it or anything because Disney will be like, well, you just violated the contract. So it's like, why not get out of the Marvel one and use that part for like something more useful?
Like, I think I remember like months ago, there was like an article that said Universal was in negotiations with Warner Brothers to get DC characters in their parks.
I think DC would be a better license DC.
Yes. Like
aren't they doing that already? Isn't there like at Universal they don't have?
I don't think I can remember.
There's like a small like Six Flags.
There's nothing Batman like Riddler's Revenge, or that's all Six Flags.
Yeah, it's like a Six Flags thing. There's not like no like Batcave or
Harry Potter. They're licensing all the Harry Potter stuff at University of Florida.
Yeah, why not? I mean, Universal's willing to pay the licenses for like Transformers and Harry Potter and Nintendo, so why not do DC?
Yeah, well,
it's not like Paramount has the money to build a park.
I do wonder if like the Marvel thing has something to do with it.
You mean not bringing in the DC? I don't know. I mean, superheroes. Like, I don't know, but they need to do something. They need to do something to revamp the parks, because last year we went to Disney and Universal, and our experience at Universal, at least as a family, was not near what it was at Disney. Like, it
is like Disney, kind of like it's kind of like a family tradition, like to go there if you can afford it. That is.
Yeah, but not just the magic of Disney, the fireworks shows and everything. It was also just in terms of how they run their parks, customer service, down from merchandising to the whole, their fast passes, all of that. Like, and then whereas Universal's was just not, at least the weekend I went, it was not as well ran. And in some ways I even felt kind of scammed, which sounds crazy, but what they would do is they were posting times for the rides and trying to get people to buy all these fast passes for just one ride. But then the amount of time that they were posting that the wait time was for the inline was actually much longer than what it really was. So then they were getting people to go buy these fast passes, but posting, it's like a 55-minute wait. But then in reality, like the wait time to the ride was maybe like 20 minutes.
Maybe once the Comcast split happens, they can like spend the money necessary to like.
Yeah, like speaking of which, I think we could segue. I think we should segue into like the Comcast like splitting of its like media empire, if you will.
Did you guys expect another Comcast split this soon? Like after this?
No, not at all. Like, I thought it'd be like a good couple of years, like
because the percent just happened.
Yeah, I was thinking they were just going to keep it.
Yes. Like it must. I guess it must. Well, like I guess it's just kind of like to better like get higher stock prices. Like I guess.
I think at the very least the NBC Universal value will go up because it's not being dragged down by a declining cable broadband asset that has a shit ton of debt.
Well, yeah. And I mean, it's a totally different pipeline, right? Like the Comcast, the cable, the internet, all of that, versus the media. But could YouTube buy them? Like with this new partnership they announced?
I don't think they will. I think
it depends if they really want to get into like the entertainment thing. Like I do recall they did create like their own production house thing. but I don't know if
Obsession was YouTube, wasn't it? Like
it was a YouTuber
that
made that. It was a YouTuber that made that. It's like, but it was like distributed by Focus Features, which is technically Universal anyway.
Which interestingly, it went straight to Peacock after the theaters. It went to Peacock, so it looks like they've entered into some kind of partnership.
Yeah, but that YouTube's not part of that. That's because it was just a guy who had a YouTube following was able to use it and then go from there.
Yeah, like it's the same thing with Backrooms.
Yeah, same thing. The guy who made Backrooms, he owns it himself. YouTube, like that's kind of the joy of YouTube. They like don't have to spend any money on the content that's on their thing.
Yeah, it's like I think when like YouTube Premium was like known as YouTube Red, they were like making original content,
and it was a bomb. It was a complete failure.
I remember YouTube Red. I remember that.
Yeah, like like the only thing I can remember that was on there was the Cobra Kai like TV show before it moved to Netflix.
Oh, yeah,
there's a game group.
They had that before.
Yes, it was like the very first original.
Well, I miss Cobra Kai so much.
I love that. I surprisingly like that one.
I keep waiting for the next one. I've been waiting, like for the spinoff. Do you not know
that the show like wrapped up its final season?
No, the spinoff. We were promised that there was going to be something in universe coming. Like, I mean, I watched the interviews, everything.
Oh, I can't remember that.
What's that? Karate Kid Legends kind of like tease, like, yeah, here's some Cobra Kai stuff into it.
Yeah, the one.
So it seemed like they weren't done with
Jackie Chan.
Well, it's like Quantum Bros. They were talking about making a show about that, and then there was like a potential spinoff with Tori. But in the fanverse, like they were saying that we were going to get, like the creators were saying we were going to get another product, and that the Cobra Kai universe was not dead. Cobra Kai never dies.
I mean, it could still happen, but who knows? Like these things could end up like a development hell.
Like how long ago did they announce that 300 show?
When did they announce that?
Who'd announce that?
Warner Brothers announced it 2 years ago or something? That
I don't remember this at all.
Zack Snyder was involved with the 300
figure
show.
out why we need a Dune series. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hey, you know what? Dune Prophecy was not bad.
I haven't watched it, but my mom has, and she apparently really likes it. Well, in general, she loves Dune.
See, I'm not a fan of Dune, so I appreciate those who would like it, but I can't get behind it. I just I paused the season finale of House of Dragons so we could do this, and then I'll go back and finish it.
I actually just watched last week's episode today before the finale comes on.
Yeah, I've got to finish the last half, but I will say shout out to the Game of Thrones studios. I told you guys I just went there last week in Northern Ireland, and it's amazing. And if Warner Brothers has like being able to go on to a set like that and that they used and see, because they had all the actual scenes, many of the sets untouched from the show. And I mean, it was a really, really cool experience. I do highly recommend that you guys get out there and see it if you ever get the chance. It was really, really cool. They're not doing anything with House of Dragons there. Like it was specifically, they like preserved as the Game of Thrones studio, but it was really cool. And the staff there was incredibly nice. We were talking about Comcast not being expecting. Somehow we segued off of that, which is what we do.
Yes,
we go.
Yes, but, that's pretty standard of these things. So I do think
and so with this announcement, we were saying YouTube. So we don't think that YouTube would make a play for the NBC Universal or even just Peacock.
No, what I think they're gonna do is they're gonna keep doing what they're doing with, like, they don't own the content. They're just gonna keep licensing it for cheap instead of spending $100 billion for this stuff. Mm-hmm. And I think they'll go for more services besides just Peacock.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But they've got more. I mean, this is a rounding error for them, though.
Yeah, exactly. So
If
I
they
think
want to buy it, I mean, but if they want to buy it, they can just write a check and be done. Because do they want to get into another deadlock like they did with Disney with the sports stuff, where they had the carriage deal? Like, or would they rather? Because Peacock's got some, well, Comcast some lockdown sports rights that are pretty good.
oh
That
yeah,
would be very, very valuable to YouTube.
but think about adding Fox 1 to Peacock. I mean, ignore the Fox News part. I mean, I wouldn't turn that part on, but I mean, you'll have Sunday Night Football locked down with Fox Sports and NBC as well. World Cup, World Cup on YouTube if Fox gets the rights again. That would be a big deal. Plus the Olympics, all without having to pay for any of it.
Yeah, like I could see maybe a Crunchyroll. Like
Crunchyroll would be another good one.
Yeah, like tons of anime.
But that
content
belongs
on
to
there.
Sony.
Yeah, but they can keep making deals with like, hey, we'll include Crunchyroll and Stars and Fox One and.
But then the argument that YouTube is Netflix's biggest competition, if we were to go back to that,
it will
in
make
terms of an antitrust
will
violation.
Make competition.
Like if they start doing this, then it is technically kind of like a streaming service.
Oh, absolutely.
I've always considered it a streaming service. I always thought, like, just listening to all the Netflix earnings calls, that it definitely, like, I felt Sorendo's argument was valid, that it was, their competition where they're losing engagement. And, now they've switched to adding verticals on pretty much all the platforms. I know Meta is trying to get into it too. I don't know, like, why anybody would go watch content on Meta, like, in terms of, I don't know that I personally would. It's getting a little
exhausting.
Yeah, I think so.
But this is kind of like this is kind of like, I think we've seen with these companies, like they chase trends, like they see what is popular and they try to replicate it.
And honestly, I don't see this as a trend thing. I think that this is Google's attempt to boost Google TV.
Well, and Google TV, like, what even? Okay, see, like when I'm looking at my remote, it's a Sony remote, but it has like Google integrated into it.
Yeah, I think the future of it is not so much streaming apps. I think they're going to try and integrate all this stuff into your OS so it's readily available to you right away.
What's really weird is Google and Apple creating this alliance.
Oh, with Apple TV on YouTube?
No, the Google and Apple have entered into like a huge deal. So basically they kind of made an alliance with their AI. Saying, so, and they're kind of drawing the line in the sand. So Amazon's going with ChatGPT, from my understanding, or OpenAI, and then Apple is suing OpenAI, and they've entered into a partnership with Google Gemini, and so they would never be allowed to merge, of course, because that would be insane. But they've entered into a licensing deal that will pretty much allow them to dominate everything and then fight Amazon and OpenAI together, is what it's looking like.
Well, I think it's Apple knowing what they're good at. It's like Apple really isn't that AI enterprise software. They're consumer hardware. You want your phones, you want your iPads. They're probably going into the home next. But like things like, they gave up on making Word docs and Google. Like, yeah, there's Apple Maps, but they know people use Google instead.
Do you guys think with like Apple, when we're looking at the streaming side of things, that they're going to advance on that any further with their new leadership? Or do you think that they're going to back off of that and make that a lesser part of the business?
I think they're going to go in.
Yeah, like I think the leader said that he wants to make Apple TV more competitive.
And content's going to be like, they want to go into the home because there's that Apple Home pod. Like,
I have Apple Home. Yeah.
Yeah, I think having content like, oh, that Apple TV and a refreshed Apple TV OS built with content is the way to go to dominate the
So,
home.
do we ever see a world where Apple gets Disney?
Yes.
I don't know.
I saw recently, because there's been a lot of speculation that Disney just needs to drop streaming altogether. Like they need to stop it, which is interesting because I remember Bob Iger that he didn't want to be in the streaming business.
I don't recall him ever saying that. It's like, well, like it'd be kind of weird if he didn't. Like he's the reason Disney Plus exists.
Yeah, he bought Fox to boost Disney Plus.
Yes.
I'll have to look it up because I'm pretty sure there was a period of time, maybe it was he didn't want to buy Hulu.
Yeah, I think that was maybe before, and then he realized
it was a while ago. It was a long time ago, but he had said after within 5 years he was going to get out of the streaming.
Like years ago, but then he kind of saw how big like Netflix became and how really streaming took over everything.
And cable was dying. Yeah. I mean, you need something to replace those cable revenues.
Like and I don't see like the new leadership like giving up on it.
Oh.
No, but I mean, why were they? I mean, so there was this analyst, there were things going around that they thought that was a good idea.
Because they think of the licensing money, and maybe it's more lucrative without having to deal with the cost because it's a money printing machine at that point.
Yes, like that's why Sony never went into streaming. But Disney
has the IP and the services to be successful in it, and
yeah, like not to mention like the proper infrastructure to financially support a streaming service.
So I'm just like,
what? It makes no sense. It doesn't make sense. I mean, I liked Hulu before the Disney. Like, I mean, it was because I had like the Hulu
live TV.
Yeah. That's what I had.
Remember Hulu? Remember when Hulu was free?
Yes.
I don't.
I got so addicted to Hulu when it was free.
What is Pluto TV? Like, what even is that? That pops up on my browser.
It's basically like a fast channel that's owned by Paramount.
It's a crummier Tubi.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
My mom seems to love
using it. It starts with a P. It starts with a P, and it belongs to the Ellisons.
Well, they didn't actually make it. Well,
they didn't make it. What did they make besides Flyboys? Like, I mean, let's get real here.
They made some pretty awful Terminator movies.
We're talking, and in this world, like Ellison is not even Paramount. He's Skydance to me. He'll always just be Skydance. He stole Paramount.
I refuse to call it Paramount right now. I'm like, no, you're trying to buy 2 major studios. You're Skydance until you come up with a brand new name.
He's Skydance because that's all he's earned the right to be. I mean, he's on Paramount for a year. You can't. I mean, it's okay. So I was thinking about like if we look at the old Hollywood majors, and that's something I've studied a lot. But so you've got Warner, which is whatever conglomerate it is now, whatever is left, whatever's going to happen. You have RKO, which they got absorbed by somebody years ago. You have Fox, which now belongs to Disney.
I think the RKO library is owned by Warner Brothers now.
Is it? I know the whole Turner Classic Movie Library is owned, but RKO, I know they went
Turner stuff. I think like Citizen Kane and King Kong, those RKO, it's all owned by Warner Brothers now.
Interestingly, Warner Brothers owns a ton of the other studios' major films too, including and MGM and everything else that they were part of the Turner Library. But so MGM went to Amazon, Columbia to Sony. And then that leaves, and that's MGM, Fox, Warner, Columbia.
Got this wonderful sound, 4K.
Yeah, there you go, Columbia. And then Universal, of course, Universal were your main studios. So, which is, part of Comcast and soon to be Universal again. But to me, he's just, he's buying Hollywood legitimacy, and that's where we're at. But when you look at the minis that have come later, so we have what was Touchstone. Who got that?
That was always a Disney label.
That was always like, Touchstone? I think that was just a Disney created label.
Yeah, Disney wanted to start making PG-13 movies, but they didn't want to put the Walt Disney label. So when they wanted to make things like Pretty Women and Arachnophobia.
The Weinstein, what did they have? It was the
Miramax.
Yes, there you go. And then
Disney temporarily owned that.
Yes. And now it's owned by Middle East, right?
DreamWorks SKG.
Oh yeah, now Paramount owns. Well, yeah, but DreamWorks is kind of free.
Well, actually, I think technically Steven Spielberg owns this, like via his Amblin partners.
Yeah, he owns a label, but like everything that was like
the previous,
Paramount owns like
a good
chunk of the library because they bought DreamWorks
with
for a short bit.
Like with the Middle East, though, it's like a conglomerate where it's like a Middle East sovereign wealth fund that owns a portion of it, I believe so.
And also like some Indian company.
Okay. And then we have Lionsgate, which is, asking if you bought, I don't So Neon has been absorbed now. They're owned by indirectly owned by a sovereign wealth fund also.
Hooray.
In a very roundabout way. Yeah. And A24
is
similar.
Still kind of is it independent?
Yeah, but a Ukrainian oligarch has like a portion of that.
Yeah, that's what is really interesting to me when people like say, oh, this one's independent, or we need to keep these studios. I mean, follow the money. Like, do they look at the structure of these companies and who actually owns them? Because essentially the only like free market, or so to speak, like true indie are going to be like your little self-made videos that are popping up at
like
this
what
point.
Was it like Iron Lung?
Yeah, exactly. Because, and then I don't know about overseas content and what's being made there, but a lot of these studios are presenting themselves as indie, or and maybe they are to an extent from a creative standpoint, but the actual funding is not as clean.
Yeah, they see that's why I'm just kind of like, I'm like, I'll get jaded a little bit on some things because it's like, oh, this person's taking this person's money, but I'm like, well, you take this guy, like this other person's money that's just as bad. Like, oh, you took, like, oh, Paramount took Chinese money. Well, other people are begging for Arab sovereign wealth fund money. I'm like, eh. Or you took Aaron Kushner's money.
I mean, this is like common like in Hollywood. Like I don't think I
more recently, yes, but olden days, no. Did you guys ever watch studios where it's like acted out, but then they have like the people that would commentators and such with, and it goes back to like how Hollywood almost didn't happen, and then like patent laws, like it goes all the way back, like how the entertainment industry bamboozled Wall Street into funding them, and like it's really, really interesting. So it shows like the actual Warner Brothers into the early 1900s and the history.
Actually, it's funny when you're going back to that old Hollywood. It's kind of why I became like, did anyone see the new Minions movie?
I have not.
I have seen like a ton of trailers.
It actually embraces like that old Hollywood. Oh, like it's like set in that time of that old classic golden age Hollywood. And like, oh, this one is actually not horrible the way all the other ones were.
And so far it's the lowest grossing of the whole.
I know.
It sounds like you're gonna It sounds like you're gonna keep those 30 films going strong a year with your AMC membership.
Oh, I tell my students
No
all the
matter
time,
what
like,
content comes out, those 30 films a year, because David Ellison loves movies.
you know, it's great. You know, honestly, like between film taste, and this drives me absolutely wild, of like his film taste is actually kind of similar to mine on like favorite stuff. Yes, hold on. Like, he's a kid who grew up on Terminator 2 and Top Gun and things like that. And I love that stuff. And then he has such a
I mean,
he has such a
it's not like he owns that. I mean, seriously, like every time when they're like, "Oh, well, David Ellison loves movies. So did Adolf Hitler. I mean, even his Triumph of the Will. Does that make it like what?
no, but that's my point I'm making. I'm
Everybody
like,
loves movies. Like, find me one
baffles me.
person who doesn't.
It baffles me of how like he and I have like a similar taste in movies, yet like his Terminator movies are so terrible.
It's terrible. I mean, he has no taste. Like, he literally
That's
has
what I'm
no
saying.
taste.
I'm just like,
But anybody
how
can like
can you
those
have such a
movies. I mean, I mean, but it is the most cliche, generic thing. Like, every time I read it, every time I see it, I just want to like crumple up the news article.
How are his
and be
movies
done.
so damn bland?
But why do we
my
have to
mind.
hear that he loves movies? Like, I don't. Should anybody be in that job and hate movies? Seriously.
No,
Like,
it's insane.
Wait,
Like, and
it's
again,
a stupid thing to say.
sure he loves them, but like, yeah, the ones he makes though are like some
We do
movies
this
were
all
good.
day
I
long.
love Maverick, but most of Skydance's movies are just so boring.
But anybody can love movies. Like, you should love movies to be in that role. And I
Yeah.
don't know if that's all they could find to say about the guy. I mean, again, I'll say it, and I say it every time. Failed film school, failed business school, failed being an actor. That's what we have to show for David Ellison's love of movies.
Oh, I joke around like, yeah, you've seen Parks and Recreation.
Yeah, of course. The Peacock.
You know Henry Winkler's
NBC.
character?
Which one?
Henry Winkler's character, the lawyer.
Yes.
Yeah. And then he has the two kids that just keep going, money, please.
Yes.
That's Larry Ellison's children.
But Megan actually good filmmaker.
She has money and bought her way through Hollywood just like her brother, and then she got kicked out of Hollywood, borderline canceled for being a narcissist, and is slowly making a comeback. And just because she greenlit Zero Dark 30 doesn't mean anything. Like, if you're hanging out with the right people in Hollywood, doesn't mean that you're actually the talented person. You're just a person writing the check.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, okay, she has a better
thing. Yeah. And if you think that she gets too much of a pass because she's not in the spotlight with her brother, that's what I think.
Yeah, she did go AWOL for a bit.
Yeah. They told her, take a break and come back. And why isn't she getting anything? I mean, other than some token movies, like, I mean, I'm sure she loves movies too. But the bottom line is, in this case, like, beyond him, so we've pivoted again back onto this guy. So Lionsgate, we were talking about, they want to be bought. It sounds like some of the people courting them have backed off. I think they're asking too much. I've heard the guy wants $30
per share.
Yeah,
for Lionsgate.
Yeah, that's. I think they could get to 18 to 20, but that's about it.
That's way more reasonable than 30.
Yeah, I mean, so, and I guess it depends. Like, they're saying that the next Michael movie, that this Hunger Games is going to be the best anybody's ever seen.
But Universal gets international on it.
Yeah, but I've heard that Universal didn't come out and deny. I think they did. They did deny that they were looking to acquire it.
I think I think they'd benefit from it. It's like,
They
again,
would benefit.
extra IP, extra library to sell, license, maybe boost Peacock a bit.
Do they have a succession plan?
I think the people they set up in charge now for Comcast and NBC Universal is a succession plan.
Right, but that guy is how old?
Like a little bit younger than Zaslav?
What's going to happen to Zaslav? Let's talk about that. So
let him ride off into the sunset.
Zaslav. Okay, so the guy, if this deal fails, right? Do we see Zaslav staying on, splitting the company like he was doing in the first place, and just hanging out at Warner?
Yeah, he will. He wanted to be Hollywood mogul for a bit before selling, and then he was forced to.
If you watch Game of Thrones episode or the House of Dragons, you saw their little silent protest against Peace Sky. The new trailer that they made about how they've always been woke and that they're not backing down and all of that. But it's not. Did you see it?
This is the first time I've ever heard about this.
I was gonna post it on the thread, but how much boundaries they've crossed, and it doesn't actually come out and say these are our politics and this is what you're buying, Peace Guy. It's very clear by this trailer that we are not changing who we are, and you better accept it, and this is who HBO is. But it came out last week, right before the House of Dragons aired.
I would love if Star Trek did something like that.
Yeah, so it would be I'll find a link to it, see, because I'm sure that it's on the YouTube. But the timing of it was very much this was not a coincidence. I've never seen HBO release something like that before. Like, I mean, HBO, all their content is of course what it is, but I've never seen them release a trailer advertising their beliefs, so to speak.
I think they're just making it clear, like, you better not change anything or we're walking out.
Can they, though? I don't know. I mean, but the talent will, if they're going to be held up like that, for sure.
Oh, yeah. That's why I think he's just going to leave HBO alone, just because you can't afford to leave it.
I think I did read somewhere where he actually plans on making it special, like saying that no Paramount execs will be overseeing it. And apparently, like, Casey Bowles will report directly to David Ellison,
as it should be.
But yeah, but no, it shouldn't be that way. I mean, he's got 10 times the experience of David Ellison. Let's be honest. David Ellison has no experience. Like, none of these people should be reporting to him. He's not qualified for that job. He's not qualified for the job he has.
He's not qualified, but he's the guy that owns the thing. I'm just saying that, like, hey.
Well, no, the shareholders
if anyone deserves a blank check, it's Casey Bloys.
He does, yes. But I'm saying that Ellison, first of all, doesn't. The shareholders do. But that's... I mean, I don't know. I think it's one thing to promise things, but there were people promised he's claiming that he has left the News Alone as well, which is definitely not the case. So I don't know that he's going to leave HBO alone. I don't think he's going to let Larry David go on there like he did and interview Barack and put Barack Obama on the show like he did and outright make fun of Trump.
He lets the South Park guys do whatever they want.
That's the argument.
Also the Daily Show.
But that's not bringing on a Barack Obama as the star of the show.
I think certain people, like, again, the South Park people at HBO, you're given certain carte blanche of, we'll leave if we don't get to do whatever we want. And they can't afford to lose them.
But there's also these contracts. So did you guys see the piece about, like, Amazon suing, or Warner Brothers suing Amazon for taking an executive?
Yeah, I heard about that.
What's the deal with that?
Yeah. So, like, someone like Amazon hired someone from Warner Brothers before their contract was up. And I get to an extent.
So they had a non-compete.
Yeah. And before it was the same thing that when YouTube took someone from Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So why would they do it as a contract? I mean, they'll just pay out their fee or whatever.
Well, I think there's just a bunch of people who are kind of afraid, like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to have a job in a year. So I think they're going for the security of Amazon and Netflix and whatever.
Netflix, yeah. Apple.
And Warner Brothers is firing the shot of, you people aren't leaving. You're doing your job. You're still going to be working here until otherwise.
What was the person's role?
It was like some... Was it?
I think it was like something involving marketing.
Yeah, I think it was a marketing thing. I was like, it was either marketing or documentaries or something like that. It wasn't like one of like the
an executive or like somebody created, but I don't watch Prime shows.
There's a few I
shows
watch.
made by Amazon.
I watch a couple. Yeah,
I've been watching the new Ghost in the Shell on Prime.
Was that good?
I like it. Mm-hmm. It's nice and colorful, and it's
what's it called?
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in a Shell. Is it animated?
Yeah, it's an anime.
Okay.
Remember that Scarlett Johansson one they made?
Yes.
I don't.
Oh yeah, it was
awesome. Like live action.
Yeah, it created a huge backlash for casting a white woman for roles that should have been Japanese.
Well, I have what is it called? BritBox. I have that through Prime.
I do Crunchyroll and Peacock through Prime right now.
I have Crunchyroll and I have BritBox, and then which I really love BritBox. It's like all the BBC shows, but I get that through. And then I have Stars. I think it's
Stars these days.
No, I keep waiting. I used to love Stars. They made shows like The White Queen and The White Princess and all of those period dramas. And
Outlander.
And they used to have Spartacus.
They did, yeah. I don't know. I mean, who even owns them?
Stars is independent.
Yeah, they are independent.
They recently,
they split. Lionsgate split from Stars.
That's right. Okay, and so since then they've just and since then I have not had a period piece that I watched. Now I have AMC, and they're doing Interview with the Vampire Lestat, and then the Waking.
They actually film
Dead.
A lot of that stuff in New Orleans.
Yeah, and so I like AMC. I've wondered. I mean, they've stayed independent as long as they have. They have studios?
Oh, that one's going to get sold.
The question is, who buys them?
Yeah, the problem is though their channels. Nobody watches the actual channels. Now they have AMC Plus, or I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
They have like 10 different services.
Yeah,
they do, but they're now in a direct with Netflix. It was kind of not quite a pay one deal, but for their series, it would be they would air them weekly. But then once the series was over, then it would, or all the episodes aired, then it would go to Netflix. But the Walking Dead now, the franchise is going to go live both on AMC and on Netflix
I think Netflix would be a good gift for them. Get rid of the channels and just shut down the channels and say, hey, here's an AMC hub for our prestige, treat AMC as a HBO FX label.
Does it have enough IP? I mean, because Netflix has locked it down on licensing, basically for good. They took their biggest parts or their biggest franchises and they locked them down.
Attract talent that way. Hey, here's this AMC original by this great creator. Just like what HBO
they just
does.
Do film. It's just series though. They don't do film. AMC.
Yeah.
Do they? Do they do film?
I think they do TV movies.
They use that. Oh wait, they own IFC.
They do. They do.
Yeah, so they do movies.
I remember back in the day, AMC was like the AMC channel was analogous to Turner Classic Movies.
Yeah, it was American Movie Channel.
Yeah, and they would play all of the classics on there as well. I don't know if they still do. I don't.
But then they realized people watch Breaking
linear.
Bad more.
You know, but I mean, you also get the ability to tell a story over several seasons. Imagine if we've gotten Game of Thrones the movie.
We're getting that.
I think we are getting that. Like, I think what's the name of it?
Like
Aegon's Conquest.
I saw the pictures of that today.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, if they had tried to make the whole thing just a movie, it wouldn't work.
Honestly, with the way shows have evolved these days, I kind of prefer the series.
That's what I'm saying. I do. No, I am really excited about the prospect of these series airing in movie theaters, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably be excited for Harry Potter if they didn't make the movies already.
Why do we need that? Like, they keep
playing it as I understand it is that apparently like Warner Brothers like wants to do legacy stuff like with the original movies, but the problem is none of the cast like J.K. Rowling.
Because she was awful to them. They were so nice to her about, the terrible things she was saying. And then she was just like, meh. I'm like, wow, lady. They were nothing but nice to you.
She's got absolute creative control of the franchise.
She does.
Yeah, so
that was a mistake Anne Rice made. She did
doing a remake as a TV show.
But it's not necessary. Like, I could understand bringing back because my children watch Harry Potter, like the movies. It's one of the films that was done so well that it's not like it's aged or that it doesn't look the feel of it or anything. Like, those movies, my kids will binge watch on an international flight just as much today as people would have when it first came out. So I don't know the series, and from everything I've seen, they're not doing a different take on it.
No. And I mean, it's the same thing. It's like when HBO went to the Tolkien estate and said, we just want to remake the original trilogy again. And then the Tolkien estate said, yeah, no, and they went with Amazon.
Yeah, like at least like Amazon's like trying to like do a different idea.
Well, yes, and there's been other franchises that have done, like, even with like Interview with the Vampire, the series is very, very different than the Tom Cruise Brad Pitt movie. It's a totally different take.
It's at least something different.
Or Star Wars, the same, like the shows they've done. I think it's Star Wars, they have series, right? I mean, but they're different than the movies.
Yeah, but apparently they've been cutting it back. God, I did actually want to bring this up because I've seen like a ton of discourse on Reddit, like about whether or not Disney is actually pulling back completely on doing live action shows for either it and Marvel.
No, I don't see them doing it like they'll scale back.
Yes,
they've got to scale back on some of this live action stuff.
Because they overdid it. Like, that was Marvel's problem. Like, they put out such a glut of product that diluted the brand.
They're doing it with the traditional films. I mean, I don't need a live action of Pinocchio and a live action of Dumbo. I mean, they've done every single one, and it's just milking it. It's exhausting. And they did a few good ones, and the rest have just been like gimmicks.
Yeah, like, not to mention like with like Snow White and now Moana, like doing absolutely garbage at the box office. Like, it seems like people are not just
but Lilo and Stitch did great.
Yeah, but it was a different. It really, like, you can tell by the previews which ones are going to do well. First of all, they released Moana too close to the Moana 2. And
even Moana 1, it's only been 10 years.
Yes.
At least with Lilo and Stitch, it was like
they kind of had the exact opposite problem. Like, it and Snow White had the same exact problem. Like,
but yet we've been waiting forever for Tangled.
Dear Disney, make historically accurate Pocahontas.
Yeah, that's never happening.
That movie drives me crazy because actually, as a kid, because my dad was in the Navy, I actually grew up where Pocahontas happened for a short bit. And let me tell you, not a single mountain in sight.
I do love Colors of the Wind, though. It's a beautiful song.
Well, yeah, but yeah, like even if they do remake it, it's like gonna have to it can't be like fully historically accurate. Like
Go
it's just
all
like
the way.
I think they'll do it. It's like
unless like some other studios probably gonna like
they
do
can't
that.
even make Snow White
John
with
Smith the
they switch
full
from
bushy
CGI
beard.
to people like it's. But I think what Disney has to do is return to the villain era. That's what they have to do. They have to bring back villains because the films like that to me as a old school Disney fan, when they decided to make Disney Pixar, they failed epically with a few exceptions, Encanto, etc. But when they started making a person's internal conflict the villain and got rid of actual villains, which people love, that's where they went wrong with animated.
Or honestly, maybe not so much the villain. Like, I mean, obviously the villain because I love.
I don't think that's really kind of an issue. Like, it's just that the villains it's just that the villains weren't compelling anymore.
Tell me a villain that wasn't compelling.
Like
that Disney came. Mother Gotham was one of the worst villains of all time.
Yeah, but she was actually like compelling, and like you actually
right.
like
So
loved it when she was on screen.
I think she was the last one.
Yeah,
but like
that's what I'm saying. They stopped making villains. There's not that there's not. It's that they don't exist. So that's what I'm saying. You needed that good evil sort of arc. That was what sold to. That's where they missed the Gen Z market. Like they stopped at that point and they didn't.
They need to.
I mean, they tried to do that with Wish, like with Magnifico, but
ugh.
Yeah, but that film like failed spectacularly.
I'm trying to think of an original IP that Disney has done recently that has succeeded beyond the Frozen empire. So, I mean, new IP.
Did well.
Encanto. Which one did?
Hoppers.
What was the one with the eye patch? That cut. Elio.
Elio, but
yeah,
that one bombed.
That exactly. I mean, and Toy Story 5, but that's again, it's like old, like it's franchise. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Gato looks good.
They have been getting better recently with making villains. Like
the last, what villain has Disney made recently? You tell me.
I will say the Lynxleys, like in Zootopia 2.
Oh yeah. I actually did like Zootopia 2.
Zootopia, yes. Yeah.
But that's what Disney needs to do. It's not so much the villain. They need to create a fun world. Like Zootopia is a fun world and Frozen is a fun world. And Moana was a fun world. Like embracing Polynesian culture or heck, Raya and the Last Dragon. Like I thought that was a decent movie aside from Awkwafina.
Didn't do well.
Well, yeah, but also because it was also released during the pandemic, so
I don't know that it was very good.
Or what else? But I'm trying to think. The last I'm trying to think. I keep wanting to think of Princess and the Frog. But I'm like, oh wait, no.
I love Princess and the Frog.
It's been 20 years since then.
That's what I'm saying. They stopped, and I'm sure other people will know the dates or whatever better than I do, but I think it stopped. I mean, and there's a few exceptions here or there, but I'm talking about original boilerplate Disney formula, Lion King, Aladdin, like they're epic films that are timeless, that have done phenomenally well and what work for generations, to where people like me would go and take my own children back to Disney and be there, and they are creating Villain Land, or I forget what but they're creating a villain area now in the parks.
Is it Descendants based? Because that thing's huge with the kids.
That is huge. Yes. I don't know. I think maybe they'll have that too, but it's the villains work. That is point. Like, I mean, you've got, and then the kids, what did they watch? Zombies. They watch Zombies 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 5 coming out.
I see a lot of those. A lot of those at the Scholastic Book Fairs.
So Disney Channel, though, still the IP is still working. Whether people watch the channel or not, kids are still flocking to the Disney Channel movies and the franchises.
Yes, like
High School Musical, all of that.
Although honestly, a lot of my students don't bring those stuff up.
Are your students drama kids? Are your students drama kids? Because my kids are still playing stuff in the house all the time.
They're all too young for drama these days. Still,
they did "We're Cruising," like all these songs, all of them, and
they'll ask me like,
they're still
Mr. White, did you see the Minecraft movie? Yes, Mr. White sees everything, kids.
I didn't see the Minecraft. I saw the Mario. That's Universal, right? Mario?
Yeah.
Yes,
Mr. White, you see Mario Galaxy? Yes, of course I did.
Universal's killing it this year, though. I mean, with they got the license for Obsession and Odyssey. So, and then I don't know what Focus is going to release this year.
Well, Obsession was Focus's big thing.
I think they have this. I think this Revolution movie. I think that's starring Andrew Garfield. Like,
yes.
I think
you're right.
I think
Yeah. I think that's
Revolution, like in the medieval England.
Oh, I saw a trailer for that.
Yeah, I saw that
recently.
And there's
they got Shrek 5 next year.
Or Social Reckoning. Who's got that?
Sony.
Sony.
So then it'll go to Netflix.
Yeah.
Because of the Play one. Yeah.
And then Disney.
I don't know what Netflix is going, like, they paid a lot for some movie at Con. I don't know.
They have that Narnia movie next year that they're putting out in theaters.
They pushed it back, which was supposed to come out on Thanksgiving, and I thought that they might have pushed it back because they were making a play for Lionsgate and didn't want Narnia opening the same weekend as Hunger Games.
No, I think they just simply wanted to show, like, hey, here's a proper 45-day window instead of the original 2-week plan.
But they could have still done that and just done, the IMAX. But I mean, the AMC guy, I mean, he was pretty much willing to give them whatever they wanted. I mean, he let them bring K-pop.
Oh, he lets them in. Adam Aaron lets everyone do whatever they want.
What is this?
He gets on his knees for every single person.
Well, okay, let's talk about that. Is somebody going to buy IMAX? Like, not AMC, but just IMAX.
I think Sony would be a good get.
It's looking like IMAX chart, like it wants to be bought.
Yeah, I think not Sony Pictures, but like the Sony corporation that like makes cameras and whatnot.
Yeah, like how they did with that Alamo Drafthouse like cinemas.
No, that was Sony's Pictures that bought Alamo Drafthouse.
They own okay, yeah, I guess they do now.
But
they do. Alamo.
Does it technically Sony owns Sony Pictures anyway?
Yeah, but like the actual like Sony division that makes cameras, I think they're
all still Sony though, right? Like it's Sony Music, like it's all under the Sony umbrella.
It's all crazy. Like the Sony Pictures that we know of is basically more of an American company that just has a Japanese parent.
Well, they also
and then there's like a
legitimacy when they bought Columbia.
And then there's like a separate Sony Pictures Japan and separate Sony Music Japan.
I hate Sony, though. I mean, I kind of like them.
They're the way Japanese companies set their stuff up is confusing.
But I'm saying, like, as far as corporations go, I don't see them as particularly like this nemesis, like
No, they're not. They're
bad.
just...
I was reading though, okay, because I totally forgot that Andrew Garfield had a Spider-Man. Like and I was having this conversation yesterday because like I like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, and then I was like, oh yeah, Andrew Garfield. But I just had a brain blip. But then I was reading a story, interestingly, because you brought up Andrew Garfield, about how there was supposed to be a third film with him, but then he canceled with some big Sony executives an hour before he was supposed to appear, and
Oh
said,
I remember that.
Sony wanted to make
wouldn't shave his beard, and like came in and he said he was jet lagged, and it was like a whole thing. So then they canceled it.
Really wanted back then they really wanted like a cinematic universe to compete with Marvel. I mean, everyone
and
back
then
then
they ended up
one.
having to partner with Marvel.
Yeah, because their movies
in the long run.
Yes, and they still ended up making that.
The
those
Tobey
shitty
Maguire
villain
ones were very
spin-offs.
good. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans were great.
The first two were great.
Yeah.
The
third
two
one,
were great. I like it, but it is definitely very flawed.
Exactly. I mean, that's just I do enjoy 3 for Tobey Maguire. It's just, imagine what we would have gotten if Venom was not in that movie.
Do you guys all saw the new one?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't yet, but I'm definitely planning on to.
Okay. Well, I would say that was a good. I mean, I feel like they did well.
I think it's one of the best Spider-Man movies they made.
I really enjoyed it. Have you seen Odyssey yet, all of you?
Yes, I saw that. I saw that in Rochester, actually.
Not yet. I don't know if I'll go because it's 3 hours. Because it's 3 hours, I'm not sure who's willing to take me.
But is it still playing in IMAX? Because it is worth seeing in that.
I think I don't
it's
know.
Sharing
it's so loud.
Oh God, yeah.
It was the loudest movie I've ever
been to an IMAX theater in years.
My Apple Watch, like the decibel thing, it was going like danger, like whatever, like kept going off. It was loud, incredibly.
Is anyone
loud.
doing the Doomsday?
No.
I'm seeing both films I'm both separately, like I'm seeing Dune Part 3 with my mom and Doomsday with my dad.
I'll actually be doing like my AMC friends. We're actually setting up the Doomsday.
What is the other one?
Dune and Doomsday. They both released the same day, so we're gonna do the just like how we did the Barbenheimer when it came out.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why everyone's trying to like replicate this. Like did they do it like last year, like with like 2 different like sets of films? Like they did it like with
it wasn't Marty Supreme. It was what was it?
I think they did it last year with Glad. Oh, sorry, you go first.
It was Wicked and Gladiator. Glicked.
Oh no! Oh yeah, that was like 2024. I was thinking 2025.
They tried to make Glicked a thing, and no one went for that.
I don't.
We should talk about the video game industry.
Yeah, speaking of Sony not being an evil company.
Oh, okay.
Of how they aggravated every single person for ditching discs.
I have a Sony DVD player, so I hope.
Yeah.
I mean, most of my hardware is all Sony, aside from like my AV.
Yeah, mine is. Yeah, mine is all either.
You have like one video game console, and it's like PlayStation. Like I've only like ever played PlayStation.
Switch. We have a Switch in our house, but I don't. I think it's like the kids play. Yeah. It's like the 2K. They play.
Actually, before I was talking to you guys, I was actually playing the Paper Mario remake on the Switch.
So, them getting rid of disc. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know why.
Like,
I mean, it's cost, I
well, like, I
guess.
think it's just because, like, almost everybody now is, like, buying games digitally.
Well, and here's the problem, too. Like, yeah, they're buying games digitally, but, like, that's not the big problem, in my opinion, for gaming. I think the problem for gaming is your next Xbox and your next PlayStation are going to cost over $1,000. We're getting priced out because of AI and just kind of Microsoft and PlayStation being a little greedy, honestly.
Well, so I think you guys had said Netflix has the opportunity to do games because of their cloud or the infrastructure, and that they might be able to do it very cost effectively if they chose
Amazon's
to.
doing it.
Are they?
Yeah, on Fire TVs, they're updating Prime Video on Fire TVs to include a game. They're integrating Luna into it completely. So
What is
you click on
Luna?
the Prime Video app, you can play the next Tomb Raider. Well, these days, like most of these remote, the controllers have Bluetooth attached to them. Just like, hey, you want to use your Xbox controller, your DualSense, or a Steam controller? Just use your Bluetooth to sync up with your TV. That would work, I think.
Okay. So Amazon, do they have the same infrastructure that Netflix does in terms of being able to do that level
Well,
of gaming
they're
if they
like
want?
the second largest cloud provider these days.
Yeah. I will say that I found, to the benefit of Netflix, when I was every time I'm abroad, it is the one account that I can access everywhere without VPN or without, hey, you're traveling, you can only watch XYZ. It literally works everywhere I'm at, whether I was in, if I'm in Denmark, I'm in UK, I'm in India, wherever I am, and you guys know I'm gone a lot, I can access the Netflix account from anywhere without any issues. But I can't, like with Prime, even everything that I own, they've got a damn lock on it, and it'll say like, due to licensing, you can't access. I'm like, wait, I bought that. What do you mean I can't access it? And I'll own it, and it won't let me watch it, like in Scotland.
That's dumb.
It's really dumb, and it happens all the time. And then got like Disney. Okay, so we have two different internets in the house, and I can't even like switch from TV to TV on Disney without it telling me that I'm like locked out. Lockout system is hardcore.
Oh,
And
I was like so afraid of the lockout system because I go to New York during the summertime, and I was like, hey, you'll probably be seeing that there's some guy that's not in Louisiana using my account. Just keep in mind, just to give him a heads up of like.
HBO, it used to do it to me every single time I'd go. It will only allow me to access it's limited content, and it'll say, we see you're traveling, and it gives you this and then some of it won't let you watch, I wasn't able to access. But the Netflix, I've literally been able to access every single place where I'm traveling. So I've never been blocked out at all. Where it's like your Netflix account in, Delhi, India is the same as my Netflix account in Budapest. But now what's funny is your top 10 changes, and it'll say top 10 for Dublin this week or whatever. But it's other than that, you can find all the same content. I'm sure there's some exceptions to things I don't know about, but that's to their benefit. I think so, in terms.
Yeah, they need to start accounting for things like that. And I get that they don't want you sharing your account and all that. I do, but at the same time, it's like people travel. You travel a lot.
Yeah,
I'm out
they
I
do.
leave my home every summer.
I think Netflix, I've never had an issue. And then because what they'll do is too, on your phone, you can cast to any hotel TV or whatever too. So it recognizes your phone device, and then it knows, well, that's you because it's your same device that's on the account or it's registered.
I at least bring my Chromecast with me. So like I'm still using like the same streaming device for Netflix. So I think that's why Netflix doesn't give me crap when I use it up in New York.
I've never had them do it anywhere whatsoever. Like I've logged in, like use my password at Airbnbs and everything, and it's always worked. Now, I think if there's a time period, but then even then, like you can write and tell them. But that is one area that I think that they're doing better than their competitors.
I don't think Amazon really gives a crap whether you share your stuff around.
They don't, but they've locked everything. Like that's really frustrating. If I
Oh yeah, if
bought
you
a
leave the country
movie,
for sure.
if I bought a movie, I'm pretty pissed that and I can't access, that movie that I paid $17.99 or whatever for, that it's now not even in my library. It's got a lock on it.
Yeah, I let my dad use whatever services that they don't give a crap about sharing passwords. So like Prime Video hasn't been a problem. Paramount Plus hasn't been a problem.
I don't think Paramount Plus exists in some of the places I've traveled.
No, I think Paramount Plus was like, oh, we're doing the Sky Showtime thing, and then like we're buying Warner Brothers through Showtime.
Showtime, I like Showtime, but I don't know. I'm still I'm praying that, that whole thing, it falls apart. It's too painful to think about. I think I've told you guys, between the sub and just the constant daily having to look at that guy's face and the
very punchable face.
100%. Yes. And it's not so much, if there's a genuine update or there's something new to add, fine. But if it's just the same, like nothing's happening and we're just posting all these speculative articles, or God, like freaking somebody's Twitter account, like it's just, I mean,
it's old.
It is. And I mean, there's so much more. I mean, we've spent over, hour plus talking about that a little bit, but all these other things that are part of the media industry that I find really interesting.
Yeah, there's more than just simply Paramount.
It's just the reason why
I feel like going Marsha with that.
It's just that it's been like so big, and it's been going on for so long.
Well,
yes,
it'll calm down once it's all done.
I mean, I
don't know. I'm really hoping they don't get it, and then
well, I'm saying one way or the other. Once it's all done, one way or the other.
Yeah, because nobody's talking about Peace Guy anymore.
People have to accept they either got it or they don't got it.
That's why when people are gonna accept it if they get it. Like, I don't know. I think there's gonna be a bloodbath.
Well, aside from that one Reddit user that kept on going about how Fox should buy back Fox from Disney, I think people moved on from Disney buying Fox.
I mean, yeah. But even then, there wasn't really that much backlash, I don't think. Like, at least nowhere near like this one is getting.
I don't think I have personally, like this, I'm a big award season enthusiast. Like, for me, I have just become so disillusioned with this that it's hard for me to even enjoy a lot of the cinema things that I enjoy and love, because I'm so upset at the prospect of this merger. I did not feel that way about Netflix. I do feel that way about Peace Guy, and that's just the way it is. So, because
I'd rather just have
an
independent Warner Brothers.
We all would, but I mean, like I said, is A24, is Neon, like, I mean, just could they? We all would love to see Warner just stay Warner and spin off, whatever they need to stay intact, and maybe they will, and that's fine too. I would love HBO just to be HBO without Warner again, like its own.
Actually, in all honesty, I will argue that this was David Zaslav's biggest mistake. When he was trying to buy Paramount, he should have took a loan and offered cash.
I mean,
I think I would have been more
I don't
comfortable
know.
with. I would have been more comfortable with Warner Brothers buying Paramount than the other way around.
Absolutely, because I mean, well, because Paramount's not buying Warner. Let's just say it's Skydance,
Well, yeah,
and that's the
but like,
problem. Skydance is the problem. They need to go. That he
but
needs to
Zaslav
go.
went up to the Redstones, was like, "Here's all stock." When that woman needed cash to pay her taxes,
I mean, there's ways to do it. Yeah,
he
I
he
don't know.
should have taken the loan. Okay, we're back to square one with 50 billion in debt, but it's better than that 70 something that they have.
Well,
And I think they could have used a lot of those Paramount assets pretty well.
I mean, as far as being a better custodian of the assets, absolutely. I mean, I don't know what this guy has not proven himself one bit as far as what he can do, anything. Like, I mean, all I've seen is him just buying, spending his dad's money and producing and putting very little and losing his biggest source of IP in the process.
It's Larry Ellison being a failure of a father, just spoiling his children.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Oh no, but that's just it. I've seen old people like that. Like my grandfather, he wasn't a great father to my.
And he is old.
Yeah. I mean, my grandfather was not a good parent to my mom and his first two children. So mentally, he tried to make up for it when he had another daughter I have an aunt that's only a year older than me.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think this guy fancies himself as the next Howard Hughes, and that's what he believes, and that's
that makes a lot of sense.
Howard Hughes?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
between the planes and the movies.
yeah. He thinks that he's freaking Howard Hughes.
He's 100% that delusional. Wow, I didn't even think about it until you said it. But it makes absolute
100%.
sense.
I'm confused. Okay, I'm confused. Who is Howard Hughes?
Okay, have you
ever seen The Aviator?
With Leonardo DiCaprio. Do you know who he is?
I know Leonardo DiCaprio. I have not seen The Aviator.
Howard Hughes
he was like this eccentric billionaire from like the 20s and mogul 30s
who made like Academy Award winning films, but he was like a pilot. He made these pilot films and he crashed his plane and survived it, but then like he'd inherited some of his dad's money and they were like, he's like, I'm gonna make movies and I'm gonna make a movie studio, all of this, and they're like, no, you can't. He literally thinks that he's Howard Hughes. I'm telling you, he was like Hollywood legacy, and he made all of these like the old movie stars, like he discovered them. So
and slept with them.
Jean Harlow, yeah, not Kate Blanchett. That's who played Katharine Hepburn.
Okay, yeah, I can see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yes. So he thinks that that's him. And he's like running around. Like, I can guarantee you he thinks he's a freaking like.
No, the moment you said Howard Hughes' name.
The problem is Howard Hughes was talented. Howard Hughes was talented. That's the difference. He actually had a good eye. And I mean, and he had a freaking genius IQ. Now, the guy had severe OCD and all kinds of other issues, but he took his dad's money and actually, I mean, he spent it like water. When you watch The Aviator, which I recommend you do, you'll know that. But I mean, David Ellison has no talent. He has he just uses the word pro this, pro competition, pro plus, pro Paramount, pro Pluto, like whatever he is. But the guy himself like can't produce anything of substance. Like he just has to go and spend his dad's money on other people's talent.
Actually, what was it? One of my friends that I go to the AMC with, he actually worked in movies and all that stuff, or editing wise and all that. He actually told me he met Ellison one time. And
well, what did he think of it?
Well, what do you think?
It's not that he's a bad guy. He's just very out of touch.
That would be accurate.
I would say he's a terrible person, personally. Like, I mean,
or at
the
least
way
the
that he
impression he got.
And I'm sure he's well mannered and meticulous in how he deals with people in the public, but I would also say the way that he has gone after this as like a corporate raider when there was an inked deal and him just going in and interfering and doing what he did and not being able to take no for an answer in the sense, and then but doing all of these very corrupt tactics to get what he wants speaks volumes to who he is as a person. I did like somebody posted an op piece by a lawyer. I don't know. I saw that on Reddit. On our sub, somebody posted a letter like to David Ellison. Did you guys read that? That somebody wrote and saying like, I believe you probably do love movies, but I think that you love movies at the expense of the American people.
Oh yeah. I saw that one. Which I mean, but that's just it. You love movies, but I mean, doesn't mean you're good at it.
It was a letter. I think it was in the
was it like recently posted or was this like
this week? No. Somebody posted it this week. It was a letter written by an attorney who works for a regulatory agency. I'll link it to you, but somebody posted it on our sub. Yeah. And it was, but I was like, this is kind of telling it how it is. Beyond, I feel like the town teeters on this like borderline sycophantic. They have meaningful interviews, but a lot of times their content is very biased towards whoever's sponsoring them. And their guest. Specifically, if your guest is James Cameron.
Yes. Good point. Good point. Anyway, I think we've talked about that enough.
Yes.
Right.
But so we've got that, and then lastly, because we're running on time. Oh my gosh, I better plug in my computer. We're gonna lose this one too. So the last one, it started. I started at like 99% battery when we started this thing.
And how much percent do you have now?
Oh gosh, not enough. It says low 8%.
Oh, wow. I kept this plugged in the entire time.
I don't have it plugged in because I'm in my movie theater.
Having it plugged in the entire time.
Yes, so I didn't, but why don't we need to do these more regularly so then they're a little bit shorter.
Yes.
And we have like a timed one. That way, because we haven't caught up in God knows like what, 4 months?
Yeah, and the first time we did it was actually quite enjoyable.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we should do at least once a month.
I think so. And it would be good
idea
for the sub too. But
invite some other people to come along too. I think Big would appreciate this.
I would love for him to come and join us, and some of our regular sub users also. I mean, I talk to you guys. What's funny is people's like perception of who we are on the like who this they thought DV is like Ellison.
So, just because I think it is going to happen, which I do think it will happen, doesn't mean I have to like it though.
No, I mean that's the whole thing is like I genuinely think I pray it doesn't, but I think that there's a good probability because that's just the world we're in.
And I mean, there are some aspects of the merger I think are good, but at the same time, there are aspects of it that I'm horrified about too, like CNN.
I don't see any of it that's good personally. Like I don't.
I like the Paramount Plus HBO Max combo.
Paramount Plus. I don't watch anything on it. I didn't even think you had Paramount Plus.
Oh, my dad. I buy it mostly for my dad.
I know your dad does. You told me that, but I didn't think you have it
my
or
mom
watch it. You've never even watched Yellowstone.
Yeah, I don't watch Yellowstone, but I watch South Park at least.
Yeah, yes, but like I said, like my mom has like Paramount Plus. Like she got like a deal like last year, like got like a deal to like own it for over a year. Yeah, but she pretty much only watches like the Taylor Sheridan shows and the Daily Show.
Yeah, that's my dad. Well, that's my dad and his girlfriend. They watch all the Yellowstone stuff. I at least enjoy I'll at least watch like some Nick. Oh yeah, Beavis and Butthead. I've been watching Beavis and Butthead on Paramount Plus.
I didn't know that show is still around.
They actually did a really good job at rebooting it. They
Well, I'm glad that you guys watch Paramount.
I mean, well, I don't watch it. My mom does. My mom does. I don't watch
the moms, the dads. My dad watches. I watched 1883. I liked that one. I liked 1883.
That was. What else did I like? Oh yeah, and I watch Avatar on Paramount Plus.
I really need to watch that new Avatar movie.
I thought Avatar was Disney.
No, it's Nickelodeon.
It's Nickelodeon.
Is Avatar Fire? No, the James Cameron.
Oh no, you're thinking of
the no. I'm talking about the Last Airbender.
Okay.
You know Avatar: Last Airbender.
Yeah, okay. Why are there that many avatars?
I don't know. But yeah, actually, Aang the Last Airbender was pretty good, and Paramount was dumb for not releasing that in theaters.
That was the one that got leaked, but
yep.
Okay. I remember reading that.
Yes, and apparently they're like dropping like all 26 episodes of like the new Seven Haven show.
I'll watch that one. Either.
What the heck is Seventh Haven?
It's like the new Avatar show. Like it's the one. It's one the creators are making.
I watch Apple TV. Okay, I watch The Studio. Margot's Got Money Troubles. Like those are things I watch.
And plus, it also has Daria. I do love Daria.
The MTV show. Did they remake that too?
No, they didn't remake it, but it's all on Paramount Plus. And also, Daria did just show up, or Smart Universe Daria showed up in the Beavis and Butthead finale this season.
Okay, I don't watch any of that. I watched Daria years ago.
Yeah,
but
they split the Beavis and Butthead timeline.
What show was coming back? I thought Netflix just got one of those shows.
Little House on the Prairie?
No, not Little House on the Prairie. They got one of these.
Oh, Avatar! They make a live action Last Airbender show.
No. They got one of these irreverent cartoons.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hold on.
Disenchanted?
I'll tell you. No.
They own that. They pretty much made that one fully.
Disney Plus just did King of the Hill.
Okay, so no, Beavis and Butthead went to Netflix.
Oh yeah, they did do the first 2 seasons of the reboot went to Netflix, but Paramount Plus has the most recent season.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. That's why I said one of the irreverent cartoons. I don't know. There's Ren and Stimpy. There's like I
love that one.
They're not for people like me. Okay. I'm always like, why are you using this? I mean, I seriously, I don't know. Maybe I'm just pretentious. I watch Succession. I watch.
So do I.
Severance.
I did see Severance when I had Apple TV for like free.
I refuse to give Apple my money.
Do you have an iPhone?
No, I don't. I use a Pixel.
What? Pixel?
Yes. I'm fully integrated in the Google system.
I'm an Apple kid. I'm a Disney kid. All the things.
Okay. So to round up, I do want to bring up one more topic. It's just what I bring up in the video game thing, and that was the EA buyout.
I mean, I feel like they bought EA just for EA Sports.
Yeah.
And Battlefield.
That's
it.
Like, yeah, I'm more concerned about what happens afterwards. Like I did post like something about saying that they're gonna plan on selling BioWare and its IPs.
Please do. I mean, even without the Saudis buying EA, I've not been happy with how EA has been treating BioWare. I missed the days when Dragon Age and KOTOR were a big
Mass
thing.
Effect.
Oh, I love Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Buying all the entertainment. Like, what's the deal there?
Like it's like for Saudi Arabia, it's like they wanted to diversify their income. Like they want to or their economy.
Yeah, because they just don't want to be making money only on oil.
Yes, like that's why.
But why specifically like going so heavily into all media entertainment?
Yeah,
it's twofold. One, making money, but also they're trying to use sports and video games. Like they're not pushing this particular political religious agenda, but they're using it to like paint a picture of the kingdom as if, hey, it's not that bad after all. We don't kill
they're trying to like rehabilitate their image. That's what this whole thing is.
We don't oppress gay people and chop up people
or ban Barbie like they did in several countries.
We're this exotic desert kingdom, not this place where
only women finally. There's a difference between like certain countries from other countries. Like they shouldn't all be, but it's not so much the countries themselves as it is the SWIFTs, like the sovereign wealth funds. Like that's where I start to feel like it's oligarchy and a lot of the same people in the universe controlling everything.
But it's the same reason why they're going heavy on wanting the World Cup and UFC matches in their country. It's all about rehabilitating that image because people don't have a
tourism.
That too.
Yeah, like
that's also why they're going to build.
And a lot of people like watch that stuff. It's the same. It's the same reason why they made that deal with WWE.
Yeah.
World Wrestling Entertainment.
They watch. I know. I do know what WWE. I'm not that bad. I know what it is because it pops up on Netflix like once a week.
Yes. Like they. Yes, like all like so. Like
I thought that was all fake.
All there and all there now.
Yeah, it's super fake. It's why I prefer UFC.
I thought they were all fake.
No, UFC is actual real combat, and they are getting banged up horribly in that.
Which is funny considering that they're both owned by the same company.
Yeah,
got one fake one and NBA, one real one. That's it. I watched NBA. Oh, I watched NBA and I watched WNBA. Religiously, but that's about it. And I will say, for just one thing, I will say about Amazon, the NBA Pass that I got on Prime was worth every penny. And every game,
if you watch it religiously.
Yes. So Amazon like that, and I get all the WNBA games, NBA games, but they're like second to second in terms of live cast is so much better than legacy TV. Like I dread when a game's on ESPN because the commercials are excessive. Like it's constant. Like there's a lag of about a minute, which is everything in sports. And for the NBA Pass, like on Amazon, it's really, really good. And then they also have like all the rewatches and everything. And then they've had all WNBA this summer. So that feature, and I think you have to get it exclusively through Amazon. Like I don't think NBA Pass is connected to any of the other platforms.
I think it's on YouTube as well.
Is it?
Yeah, I think I've seen it on YouTube.
I might have too.
Well, you're reminding me. I should actually go see a Pelicans game. I live like I live close to the stadium.
You know, you could see a really good team come and play the Pelicans for like I think there's like when I see the seats, yes, that's what I was gonna say. The seats are I don't know why they can't get a good roster down there though. Like I don't know. That's a whole other conversation.
It's
but
baffling because I feel like New Orleans is kind of like a perfect like young guy city to live in. Like
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
All we
I'm
got
a
is
Lakers
Zion.
fan, so I don't know what, but anyways, so okay, I am going to hit. This has been recording, right? I hope.
Yes,
Yes.
it has been recorded.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
So we'll get this. I'm gonna post it on the channel, and then I'll post a link, and we'll do it. Media mergers discussion about everything and nothing. Please join us and tell us what you might actually want, like what other things you might want us to talk about. And maybe we'll get other people like that want to come on or other users. But
yeah, I say bring on more people. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, and then like I said, the Discord, I found out we can go live on that, like as a group, and have a chat, which would be fun. But I am trying to get a couple more guest people for the AMAs.
What was it? The first one was a little dull, but the second guy you brought on,
I didn't get that first guy. I think that person just messaged us.
He just came up to it, but the one you actually got on, he was actually pretty good.
Yeah, Shamey did not answer my question.
I told him he owes you that. But yeah, I've got emails out to a couple more, so we'll see. But I mean, who knows? I hope the sub, like, I think they'll slowly start to post about Peace Guy and Elson again, and it is what it is. Like, I was just trying to get people to see there's a lot more to talk about in the media industry besides just that.
I 100% agree with you there.
And we definitely had a sub before this whole thing shook out. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Yes, contrary to what some people believe.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it's even if like a lot of us, that this whole thing was how a lot of us were introduced to this sub. Like I know, like that's where I found the sub.
I think I got on it originally for his like research about the Disney Fox thing, like maybe, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years ago, something like that. And like I was reading old articles, and then I was like, well, I don't agree with that. And then I started engaging in like an old post, and that's how I found it.
But yeah, like I just stumbled upon it honestly, and then just kind of, and it was back when like other people, like a lot of like the original people kind of went away from it more onto the Discord.
Yeah,
like you've been a mod like longer than either of us.
I think so. You have been a mod, yeah. I think because believe it or not, DV and I used to argue on the sub. Not really cordially, but
well, yeah, because like I never believe in taking anything like that personal just because it's the freaking internet.
Well, but I was never like, that's the thing. Like when people start trolling or like going after somebody personally, like it's just more like this, like friendly debate. Yeah. That's how I see it. But when we get people that are just like targeting us as individuals or, using things, or then I'm just like, no.
Concerning behavior.
And I'm like, I get to an extent of like, okay, we all have our personal things, and sometimes things can get heated. And I mean, not so much in the media merger thing, but I do enjoy my trolling on certain groups of people, particularly I do enjoy trolling the MAGA movement a lot. They are fun to troll. Or the Snyder Bros. They really do not have a sense of humor. James
Gunn tangent kid.
They think I'm a huge The Snyder Cult thinks I'm a huge James Gunn nerd.
Where's the James Gunn tangent kid? Where's he been?
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Where?
Did you see somebody named himself Gasparino on the sub?
Gasparino?
Such a blowhard that man is.
He trolls us directly.
Wait, what was his name?
Ghastly Gasparino is what I posted as like the title for all of the things, but somebody has changed that and made that like their flair on our
Oh
yeah, like for them as a but I had it as like a sub flair, like or an article flair, but somebody like made it their personal flair. And then I don't know how they did it, but I saw it. But yeah, shout out to James Gunn Tangent Kid.
Mr. Tangelo? No, not him. Was it?
I always give him I always upvote his post just for fun.
I mean, he's so innocent. Karma.
Just like, I just want my
I just want my Adventures of Superman to be fine.
You know, have you two seen that show?
That. I stopped.
I have been following the clips extensively. Yes.
I've actually been watching the show since it came out, and I've actually enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yes.
I don't even know what it is.
They made a Superman anime.
Yes. Yes,
okay.
and apparently like Jack Quaid is like voicing Superman.
He's a really good. I actually like him as Superman.
I know what One Piece is, okay? And one of the kids watches they made an Anne of Green Gables anime. I'm not kidding, they did.
They made like what was it? I was watching a Lupin anime where they like called like it was based on the main woman character Fujiko, and they like called the theme song "New Wuthering Heights."
I don't even know. And what I'm really worried about is what AI is gonna make rubbish.
Oh god.
There'll probably be an anime of this media mergers YouTube of us.
Oh, can I have have the anime glasses where like they're like completely covering like the light was over the eyes? You don't see the
well next time I sign out because we're getting slap happy now. So
all right,
you guys
it's getting